Danny Riehm, Gibbs Construction, American Legion State Tournament. I know you're excited about the opportunity.
We are. We're excited to go on the road to Gonzales, a new venue this year, so that'll be exciting for our players to have to go on the road and compete in somebody else's backyard. But, we're excited about the challenge, and we know it'll be a tough tournament like it always is.
It's a different year because there wasn't a Legion season or league or anything of that nature, so you played a lot of games against a lot of different type of teams, right?
Yeah, we had to really rely on our traditional weekend, exposure, showcase tournament type schedule this year more so than before. We used to have the Legion games during the week, but we really didn't have that this year with the changes that occurred. So it's mainly been a weekend by weekend type of season, whereas in the past we played almost every day of the week in some cases. So yeah, it's been a little different.
It's also different that there's only 7 teams competing. That's disappointing, but what's not disappointing is the talent. You've got some good teams.
Yeah, I mean, like I've had to tell a lot of people, the teams that were usually there at the end of a normal state tournament, if you will, are still going to be there. The Gautier Amadeus, the Retief Oils, the Crowley Millers, the Lafayette Drillers, St. Landry Bank. A lot of the teams that were there towards the end of the recent state tournaments, with the school-based teams included, are still in this state tournament. So it will be just as difficult, to win this as the other ones.
You get a bye. Talk about that and how that happened.
Yeah, I almost passed out. Normally we've had to open up with Gautier Amadeus in the first game of the state tournament, which is always really tough. That's the last, our program and their program, and the last 2 programs to reach the American Legion World Series. And a lot of the state tournaments recently, we were playing each other out the gate, so that was always very difficult. So when I saw this year's bracket and we had an advantageous draw with the bye, like you mentioned, it was a good feeling. I mean, obviously that's a big piece of the puzzle.
Talk about players that have really been good for you, that have been the keys for your success.
Yeah, we've had a great season. All the guys have contributed. We've played them all a good bit. Everybody's really pitched in to put us at 21-3, our overall record at this point heading into the state tournament. I think one of the nice things this year is we had some collegiate players want to come back and try to make a special run. Bradley Pell from Millsaps, Logan Bertucci from Delgado, Cameron Sr. from Delgado. The older players that came back this year, Trey Usay from UNO, Blake Dean allowed him to come back. We appreciate that support from UNO. To have those guys come back that kind of know what American Legion baseball is, that were in a state championship game a year ago against Retief Oil, that's big because they can really lead the rest of the guys, where we want to be, and that's to be the state champion this year.
And in it to win it finally, where do you go if you win the state championship?
Yeah, if you win a state title this year, you go to the Mid-South Regional. Louisiana had moved to the Southeast in 2019 when we made it to the World Series. We won the Southeast Regional in Tampa. Louisiana has been moved back to the Mid-South, and that's in Pelham, Alabama this year. So you'll go up to Pelham, Alabama, August 2nd through 7th, and if you win that, they'll put you on a bus straight to Shelby, North Carolina for the World Series.
Danny, appreciate it. Nothing but the best to Gibbs Construction.
Thank you. We appreciate it.